Hey, so this is the video. I tried. I swear to God, most people probably would just think I'm fucking drunk or something because I think it's just that I don't try. I don't try. I don't even try when I talk. I am just dead inside. Anyway, this is a weirder video because it's talking about something I've seen on the internet or on Twitter specifically that I kept seeing, right? And it's one of those things that the internet fawns over every once in a while, where it's like an internet test thing, like those kind of like those ones where they're like, what Disney character are you? And then they ask you like a question. It's like, what is your favorite food? Oranges, waffles, blueberries, or uh, cock? I don't know. like, what Disney character loves cock? I don't fucking know. Probably a lot of them, but it's like one of those tests, right? Like you get the really stupid fucking questions where the question literally means nothing, like quite literally means nothing, and by the end of it, you're just like, what dictated anything, right? Like you take the fucking Disney test, and it's like, you are Donald Duck. Is Donald Duck Disney? I don't fucking know. I don't pay enough attention to anything. But like it tells you, oh, you're Donald Duck, and it's like, well, how the fuck did you come to this conclusion? At what point did Donald Duck say he likes cock? Because I don't remember that part. I need to get off the cock thing. My point being is, every once in a while there's these weird tests that pop up, and you kind of see them scattered around a bit, where people start posting their results saying, oh my god, I'm this, oh my god, I'm that. And it's like those ones that like are supposed to like tell a lot about you. Or I remember there was one that was going around, and it was like this super sexual one where I can't even remember the fucking name of it, but it was on a really shady website where I remember it was like, I looked it up because I was like, what the fuck is it? And the first thing that happened was it was like telling me like, yeah, this website is very fucking dangerous, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. But I don't remember what that one was called. But like everyone was like posting the results, and it was like saying like, you're a super fucking sex lord, you're kinky as shit, and some of them being like, oh, you're a prude, you're a prude, you don't like sexy stuff, right? And I remember seeing that one everywhere, like everywhere. And I was getting so fed up with it, and I looked it up, and like I said, it took me to a fucking shady website that was not considered to be safe. So I'm confused on why anyone went to that website. But I remember like that was everywhere, and there were numerous ones over the time, and there's one I've been seeing pop up quite a bit recently that was a something called like fucking gender roles or whatever, right? And I was like, what the fuck is like what is this? Because everyone else was like taking it, and like they were just like, almost everyone that I saw was just like saying, oh, they're like overly feminine or fucking some shit like that. And I was like, I kept seeing it, and it's just another one of those things where like I like stupid internet tests, not because I trust them in any capacity, solely because I think they're so stupid. I want to see what, like, I always want to see what happens if I just dick around with one. Like I just take one and I see, oh, what could they possibly get for me, right? Like what could this complete random bullshit come up for me? Because a lot of this shit is like, oh, what's your dream job? And then they ask you a question of like, how many ball hairs do you have? And then by the end of the question, it's like, you want to work as a circus clown. And it's like, wow, how the fuck did you come to that conclusion? So I this is another one where I saw it everywhere, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna take it. Sure, why not? And it called me it called me androgynous. I had to, like, I've heard that word. I had to look up the full ass meaning of it because I had an idea, but I didn't know. And I got like, it was like, my thing said it was like 6% male, like, what, it was like either 13 or 17% female. Now, what the fuck even? Like, that's the thing. Like, I took this test and I was like, okay, what the fuck do these questions have to do with anything? Like these because the questions were just like the generic like, are you a leader or a follower type shit. It was like, do you get you get it was like one of those like, oh, like I super am that, I'm kind of am, indifferent, not, or a super not, right? It's like one of those like just like, you know, pick how much of this thing you are. Like, are you an introvert? And then if you're not an introvert, you know, go like all the way down to like, oh, super not. Like I'm not. You're not afraid of confrontation, and then you like say, oh, super yes, because I super am, or some shit like that. And that's kind of what that test was. And like I was just kind of looking at it and I was like, this is absolute nonsense. Like what's the what the fuck is like being told here? Like what am I supposed to gain from this? And then out of nowhere it just fucking calls me androgynous. I don't I like, and when I like looked it up, it was like it says something like, oh, and being androgynous means you're not exactly like masculine or feminine, but you're like slightly more feminine than masculine, but you're technically not really much of either. And it's like, okay. Like I mean, I guess I'm not I'm definitely not the picture of masculinity, and I'm honestly I kind of agree with the results. I'm very much not at all masculine by any kind of standard of masculinity, and if anything I probably fit more of a role of femininity than masculinity. However, I'm just a guy. Now I don't know what the fuck androgynous means, but I kind of always thought androgynous meant that you looked like. I thought androgynous was a look. Like, that meant you looked like neither a male or a female. You just kind of looked, right? You just kind of looked like a human. like, like if people looked at you, they wouldn't know what was in your pants. They would just kind of look at you and be like, ah, yes, that sure is a person. However, the contents of their pants are confusing to me, right? Like that's what I always thought androgynous meant, but I'm pretty sure most people could probably tell if they saw me that I'm a dude, just solely because I look like a dude. I mean, if my fucking beard is anything to go by, then and the fact that I'm balding, and I sound like a guy, I look like a guy, and I'm also like 4'2", unrelated, but I just feel the need to belittle myself, even though I'm already pretty little. I wish I was dead. Anyway, yeah, so I took this because I saw it like everywhere, and it's like it was another one of those fucking tests where it's just like a bunch of stupid fucking questions. Not even questions. It was like I said, it was just like the statements and whether you agree or disagree with the statements, which was like a stark contrast to the old one that I saw, the super hypersexual one, because that one was just like asking, would you let someone piss in your mouth, or have you ever sucked an asshole? And that one was like, okay, well this is this one's fun. But that one was just, yeah, it was just agree, disagree, and then it called me androgynous. I don't know if I'm supposed to be flattered or offended, or if I'm just not supposed to care, because internet tests are funny. Like especially those ones that really like to pry, those ones that like really like to get those like, how do you feel deep inside, and then somehow they come up with like something that's like, what kind of fruit are you, and then one of the questions is are you afraid of death, and then if you answer yes, you're a blueberry. Oh wait, that's a berry, not a fruit. Fuck. Well, I guess I'm not a fruit. What are berries fruits? I don't care. Who the fuck cares? So yeah, apparently I'm androgynous. Cool. I don't know. I love these like whenever like a little internet test kind of becomes a miniature trend where it's not exactly like super popular, but you see it enough that it piques your interest and you kind of just like look at it for yourself. You know, I like them. They're stupid, and you know you don't really believe any of that shit most of the time. Though I guess they're kind of right, but yeah, whatever. I don't know. This is just a stupid video where I'm just like, hey, I did this weird test because why not? I don't know. The internet, you just see it on the internet and suddenly you get peer pressure from yourself to just take a stupid internet test on a website that may or may not be Chinese, you know, like a Chinese website that's like hacking you right now, you know, monitoring your social credit. so they can know whether or not to send like tanks to your house if you live in China, which I don't, thankfully. Fucking hell. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck this was. Whatever.